Hey folks, how we doing today? Smiling Stu coming to you here. Hey, I know it's another late one tonight, really almost tomorrow, but we want to get today in before it's over. Hey, I've been working on this. We've been having all these things going on, and we've got the estate sale that I've been telling you we've been working on. Well, tomorrow that thing's starting, so obviously we've been busy getting things ready, doing a lot of stuff, and so anyway, we're coming to you a little late. But tomorrow we're going to have kind of a special live. I'm going to come to you from the sale and just kind of show you that because folks here in the area might want to see what we got. It's a huge amount of stuff from 60 years or you know more than 50 years of marriage, and so they've got a lot of things that are there to go. So anyway, I'll show you all that tomorrow. Let's get a little housekeeping out of the way before we get rolling here. Of course, coming on StreamYard. If you haven't given StreamYard permission yet, you want to do that. Um, if you're coming a little bit late, or if you're coming live, I mean, you want to put a one in the chat, or if you're coming on replay, put a two. Let me know where you're from. Always want to know that, and drop any questions you got down there in the chat. I want to make sure and answer them. And then, of course, if you catch us on YouTube here, like and subscribe, please. It helps everyone see the channel. I appreciate that. All right. So, what do we got? Oh, also, don't forget if you are seeing us anywhere besides the Get Started Home Business group in Facebook, come on over and join us. Our goal is basically to help people with their businesses and help them get businesses going if they don't have one. So anyway, let's talk about something that's going on in our country right now, and I think you all have been experiencing it. But let's take a little closer look at it. I was doing a little math today. All right, so let's talk about what's happening in the country right now. Let's say you're making good money, 20 bucks an hour. And that's pretty good money. I mean, that's management level money in the food industry. Um, so that's decent money. Um, let's say you get 40 hours, although a lot of companies won't let you get 40. They want you to get 35 to 38 because they don't want to be paying time and a half if you go into 41. Let's say you get the full 40 hours. Comes out to be $800 a week. Okay, take that times 52. So 20 bucks an hour, you're at a 41.6 salary or 41.6 a year. And by the time you take 23% off for taxes, the government's going to take their share. That's Social Security, Medicare, all of it wrapped together. 23 to 25% for most folks. And that's also not counting what you pay in sales tax. So anyway, leaves you at 32,000 a year to play with. That's what you've got to work with to actually pay your bills, get things done. You divide that out by 12 months, 2669 a month. All right, well, let's start taking a few things off here. Rent and mortgage, 1100 bucks. That's kind of conservative. A lot of rents are running above that. My mortgage is slightly higher, but it's better than a lot of rents right now. Health insurance, 400 bucks a month, depending on the size of your family, of course. Car payments, if you have a car payment, 400 bucks there. Of course, you could cut that out and drive a beater. Student loans, 200 bucks if you happen to have gone to school and have those loans. Not everybody has those, but a lot of folks do. Um, Gas and electric. You've got the rent paid, but you still got to put gas and electric in there. You can't run anything. Um, Car insurance, gas, credit card, phone, internet. That leaves you 231 bucks short at the end of the month right there. So that's why people are having such a hard time getting by. And we're not even talking about inflation yet being added to that. So what can you do about that? Well, you could get a raise. That might get you up to even. You cut expenses. Okay, like I say, you could drive a beater. You could, well, if you didn't have the credit card, you might not have that expense. So there are a couple things you might be able to cut there, but not really. We're not even discussing inflation, as I said in there. So, um, and I got to looking at these numbers there, and I was looking at them, and I thought, what else is hitting us? And then it hit me. There are a few things I didn't even include yet. So let's take a look. I forgot food. How about that? I forgot food. You want to eat, right? So I know I like to eat. So food's kind of important. Um, if you're a single parent and have kids, or even if you're a two family income and you've got kids, you've got the cost of childcare, which almost makes it not worth it for the second parent to even work. And of course, you try and get some savings, but I don't know how you're going to do that when you're already 231 bucks in the hole before you get your food. So that's what we're dealing with in the country right now, and that's somebody who's making kind of decent money. So I know that anyone that's making less than that is really having to scrape to get by, or really having to have a dual income family to make it work, which means the kids are getting raised by somebody else, or getting shifted back and forth as one parent's in the at work or not. And I heard a saying the other day: is so many of us take the best of ourselves to work, and we end up bringing the leftovers home. And there's a lot of truth to that, because we're out there working just to survive, and there's not a whole lot left. Um, so yeah, food care. So, anyways, got Social Security. That may not be there for you, especially you younger folks. Now, I'm not going to have to worry about it. I'm old. It'll be there long enough to support me, because whatever happens, the government's not going to take it away from the folks that already have it. That's pretty clear. But they are going to change what's happening to the folks that are coming. They're going to have to. As much as I don't like to see that happen, they're going to have to, because it's going to bankrupt us otherwise. So that means you younger folks are probably going to have to figure that out for yourselves, on top of all these problems we're talking about. So you also have AI coming. I've done some studying on that. We've got predictions of 45% unemployment or not more. That's if it doesn't take us over altogether. So you might need to do something about that. You might want to get a kind of a sense of urgency about it. Now, of course, here at Get Started Home Business, we named this group for two reasons. One, I'm here to help you get started with your idea for a home business. If you don't have one, I can help you with that. I can help you growing your existing business, your existing home business, if you have one. So it's the other reason is it's time to get started. I think we've shown that we're not going to make it on single incomes. It's just not going to happen. So you're going to have to get some kind of a game plan, and that means you're actually going to have to take action in some way. There's a lot of different options on businesses out there, but the reality is you're not going to get there working for somebody else when they're giving you as little as they possibly can, and paying off their stockholders, and not letting you work enough hours because they want to keep you out of overtime. All that stuff's happening. Makes it awful hard to live the life you want to live. So anyway, come on over and join us. And then another little thing I wanted to cover today, this last little thing, an interview series. Okay. I know some of you here already have a home business of one type or another, and I'd like to give you an opportunity to spotlight that. I'd like to start an interview series. We're going to start it in a couple weeks. I'm going to start reaching out to some people and see who might like to come on and talk. And, I know some people who run several different home businesses selling various products, for the home, things of that nature. Maybe there's some Mary Kay people or something of that nature out there that would like to come teach us about that. I know there's a lot of options out there. So we'd love for you, if you're already doing something like that, to come on and tell people about it. Tell us how it's going for you. Tell them what prospects there are for you in that industry should they choose to do that. I'd love to help you to spotlight that. So any of you that do have a home business and are interested in that, please reach out to me, just message me, or even drop it in the chat, and I'd love to talk with you. And we'll talk before the actual interview and kind of discuss what we're going to talk about. It's not don't want to do any kind of a gotcha interview sort of thing. It's just an interview to let you have a chance to talk about your business and explain what you do from a home business sense, and go from there. So any of you that are interested, drop a message in the chat for me down there. Let me know you'd be interested in doing that. folks, if you see the need to get started in a home business, come on over to the Get Started Home Business group. We've got a lot of ideas for you. We'll help you with your ideas, get things going for you, try and offset this mess we got going on over here. So, folks, that's all the excitement I got for you this evening. So I gave you waterfalls tonight in the backdrop so it would represent your money flowing away from you. So there's your money going right back there, trickling away. So believe me, I've lived it my whole life, so I understand it. But get a plan. You're going to need it. All right, folks. Have a great night. Sorry to leave you on a downer note there, but I'll be coming to you in the morning, letting you know what's going on with the sale. And Friday, I'm not sure what's going to happen Friday because the sale is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I'm sure I'll sneak in there somewhere on Friday before the weekend for you. So anyway, have a great night. Smile and stew out, folks. Take care.